How you doing, Matt Lauer of the NBC Today Show? My name is St. Clair Poindexter, and I'm from South Bend, Indiana. With the election coming up next week, there's one issue that has never been talked about, and I expect it not to be talked about. It's going to be an ongoing issue long after the elections. And we talk about economics, the war, the Tea Party, and everything else. But there's one issue that's not being talked about that I'd like to see talked about, and I'd like for you to invite me to the Today Show there in New York and express my feelings about what is going on politically pertaining to black men who are custodial fathers and who have been ordered to pay child support and have had custody of the children. My children were born in 1997. I have 3 teenagers, one 18 and 2 twin daughters, 16 years old. And when the mother first had the children, she was on state aid. I've been had the children since 1997. And when the children were born, I was on disability. I've always taken care of my children. That's why in the end, the judge saw fit to give me full custody of my children in December of 1999. And when I was given custody of the children, the mother was ordered to pay me $80 a week. She now owes close to $60,000. If not, she owes over that. Now, where my problem comes in that when the children were born, I was on disability, and therefore by law, my child support was held in abeyance. But that doesn't mean I wasn't taking care of my children. Everyone here in South Bend that knows me knows that I've always taken care of my children. And you heard me say a moment ago, when my children were born, I was on disability, and therefore I could not even pay child support legally because they couldn't collect it because of the law. Now, here 12, 13 years later, the prosecutor's office here in South Bend, Indiana, has saw fit to extort me. They tricked me into, they froze my bank account, my bills are still messed up, and I had to sign a statement in order for them to unfreeze my account. I think this is totally unfair. It took me 8 years to even get a letter from the prosecutor about my situation. There was a debate here locally a week ago that I gave the prosecutor here a copy of a letter that I had written to President Barack Obama. And for the first time in 8 years, I've gotten a response about they're going to take the mother to court and that she's had health problems and that she has been cited for contempt of court and given 6 months, but because of health problems, she was released. I think this is totally unfair. I'm on disability, and the prosecutor's office, who has jurisdiction over these support cases, have garnished my Social Security. And I've taken care of these children all their lives. Birthdays, Christmas, and holidays, their mother is nowhere to be seen. I would just appreciate it if she would come over and do their hair sometime, but they're old enough now to do their hair. I remember the times when they were 5, 6, 7 years old, I had to pay someone to do their hair, but those days no longer exist. But I think that it's totally unfair of the prosecutor's office to garnish my Social Security when it was Social Security amount that I was supposed to pay for back child support from when she first had the kids because of being on state aid is totally unfair, which is over 500% more than what I was ordered to by a court. They come sending me a letter, I went to go to the bank to pay a bill, and my ATM card wouldn't go in. And I don't know if the court order is legal or what. And as usual, the people that are in charge of the law, they just do what they want to do. And I feel that they have done me injustice. My friend Dr. Martin Luther King said that injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere. And I feel that I'm being wrongly singled out. But at the same time, I just think, Is this indicative of what is going on all across the country? I didn't mention that I'm 65 years old, and I made a reference when they called me down there to sign the paper to the deputy. I'm 65 years old. I might not live long enough to get the $4,000 that I owe you. I just said it as a statement, and the girl and the deputy said, yeah, she implied that we're trying to get as much out of you before you die. So, Mr. Matt Lauer, please call me to New York or videotape me here locally or whatever, and allow me to tell my side of the story so that the public know that this is an issue. And it sets a bad example for young fathers in case of a breakup or a divorce or something, which would make them choose to not want to take care of their children, because the prosecutor's office is slanted on this issue about custodial fathers. And I'm glad to be a custodial father and step up to the plate and take care of my children, because it was my duty. It was instilled in me. My grandfather raised 4 girls by himself when his wife went off, my grandmother went off and abandoned her kids. And I believe this is an issue that's going on all across the country, and it has a lot to do with black men not stepping up to the plate and take care of these children because of the laws that are being administered by the local prosecutor. They're not fair at all. I feel that I've taken care of my children since 1997. I should be given some kind of break. You know, I owe $4,000 some and some change. They're taking my stimulus check. They've been garnishing my Social Security check, and I need this little money. It's expensive to take care of teenagers, especially when they start to get to high school, when I have to pay certain fees for sports. So, Mr. Matt Lauer, please, you can email me at s.poindexter@sbcglobal.net if you like, because this is an issue that's been totally ignored. And black men have been accused of not stepping up to the plate and taking care of their children. I'll run around the whole baseball field, to paraphrase it. I've run around all 3 plates and come to a home plate, and I've taken care of my children, and I love my children. And I feel if it wasn't even a court, before there was a court order, I was taking care of my children. Thank you, and hope to hear from you, Mr. Lauer. Thank you.